Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to scramble. Hauls it in. And they're able to get him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch in stride inside the 15. Slip through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. The short hand. It's Washington. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. At the 20, he's got space. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. And the Gators getting set on first and 10. Under fire. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! On to attempt to try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Utah State. The moment some...
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job of coverage in the back end defensively.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fakes squirt out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Under fire. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run. Not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got enough for the 1st down. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, in the first half, they had a hard time trying to contain this quarterback because of his speed. But here we go in the second half now. They need things to start happening. And finally, they were able to get to him and bring him down for a sack. They're trailing in this game. You just get the feeling, guys, that they're going to come back and win. This defense is probably going to have to register a few more plays like that.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
The Gators will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll immediately call timeout. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And the Gators are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Already find a hole in that secondary. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw again. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time on target. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great...
Wide open on the right. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You gotta love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get concerned. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He would have loved to make the quick return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.